Hello, loves. Welcome back to Soul Food. Today we are making one of my favorite brunch breakfast recipes, Shakshuka. It is a tomato stew with poached eggs. So delicious and so hearty, and I can't wait to share it with you. So to start, you're going to start out with some Roma tomatoes, half of an onion, some garlic cloves, tomato paste, coriander, oregano, and cumin, and of course the full recipe with quantities will be in the description box below. Here comes my secret ingredient that I like to put in a lot of my recipes, which is Harissa Paste that I get at my Indian grocery store, and it is basically a spicy red chili paste. If you don't have it or can't find it, it's okay. I will show you a little trick later on to kind of achieve the same flavor. So go ahead and give your tomatoes a small-ish medium-sized dice and do the same with the onion, just a little bit smaller, and set that aside. And before we get going, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my toast that I'm gonna serve with the shakshuka. I'm just using some sourdough bread. I drizzled it with some olive oil and salt, although you can prepare your side however you like. And I'm just gonna set it aside until we're ready to serve, and I'll toast it up so it's nice and warm. In a medium-sized skillet that I have already heated to medium heat, I put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil as well as those onions that we diced up. And we're going to give them a couple minutes to get a little bit soft and translucent. I added in a small pinch of salt to kind of help with that process. And it's great to season at every step of your recipe so that your final dish ends up flavorful and delicious. I added in 3 cloves of frozen garlic. Now this is my hack so that I never have to chop and peel garlic, which is my least favorite thing to do. If you'd like me to share this hack with you, leave a comment down below and I will make sure to do that. So I added in my spices to the onions so that they can start to toast and open up. And I'm doing the same thing for the harissa paste as well as the tomato paste, letting it get a little bit caramelized along with the spices and the onions. All right, now after a couple minutes of stirring that, I added in the tomatoes. And I'm just going to give these a stir. I added in a little bit more olive oil and a pinch of salt because it was looking a little dry and I want to start drawing out the moisture with the salt from those tomatoes. And from the minute I add these tomatoes until I'm ready to add in the eggs to poach at the end, it was about 5 to 6 minutes for me. So really all that you need to do is make sure that nothing is burning so you can lower your heat to medium. And every minute or so, just give the tomatoes a bit of a stir. And you'll see, as you can see here, about a minute went by and the tomatoes will just continue to soften and break down and create the most delicious spicy sauce. So here I went in with my spatula and I am just breaking down the tomatoes a little bit more. And I added in some salt, taste for salt, as well as 2 tablespoons of water. Now, once I did all of that, I covered it and it's gonna do its thing for another minute or so. And this is what the final product will look like. I like mine to have some chunks of tomato still in it. I really enjoy the flavor and texture. And we're just about ready to add our eggs. So while you're waiting, go ahead and crack your egg into a bowl so that it makes it much easier to add into the sauce. So you're gonna use your spatula or spoon and make a little bit of a well in the sauce. And you're going to slide your egg right in there and repeat that for all the eggs that you use. I'm using 4 for this recipe to serve 2 people, but you can add more eggs if you'd like to. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover this, and you are going to lower the heat just slightly and let them cook until your desired doneness. I like mine a little bit runny, not too runny, so that's why I'm kind of jiggling it here to see if it's done yet. And you're going to continue to watch these carefully. If you like yours done, cooked all the way through, you don't have to worry too much about it. But if you like it a little bit runny, you're going to want to keep an eye on it so that it doesn't overcook. So here is the finished product. I'm topping mine off with some coriander, some cilantro leaves, and a little bit of raita or tzatziki sauce. I do have a recipe for that on my channel if you'd like to see it. Now, all that's left to do is serve with your toast. I really hope you all enjoyed this delicious and hearty recipe. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I can't wait until the next one.